What's everybody? What's everybody? What's up, everybody? That's probably better. Jason, Zombie Collector. And this is one I'm going to call Hot Take. I might start doing a series. I always say stuff like this, and then maybe it putters out. Maybe I keep up with it. I guess it really depends on the response you get from my lovely viewing audience, my fans. Just kidding, guys. Just people who enjoy my content, which is probably like my mom, the milkman, the guy who does my oil change. So yeah, so not very many people, but I want to do a series called Hot Take, and in this, what I'm going to do is a movie that I think a lot of people love, that I absolutely hate. And the first one up is Evil Dead, aka Army of Darkness. I mean, Evil Dead Part 3, kind of. I have two of them just to kind of show you. You have Army of Darkness here. This is like kind of think your traditional Anchor Bay release that I think has kind of been like very well established. And then there's the Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness. This is the director's cut. And I've never enjoyed these movies, guys. I know that there's like a huge amount of fans out there for this film. I just never liked it. I liked Evil Dead 1. I love Evil Dead 2. I might be talking about that one in the future. Boom. Got that on Blue at a pawn shop of all places recently. But I never liked Evil Dead. Army of Darkness. I just was never a. It just didn't do it for me, if you know what I'm meaning. It just, I was underwhelmed. I think there's a couple cool quips in it, or cool one-liners. There's some nice homages, homogeos to Ray Harryhausen with the skeletons and kind of like the Jason and the Argonauts type stuff, which I appreciate. But I just never got into this movie. I thought it took it out of, this sounds probably ridiculous. It took it out of somewhat the realm of reality or the realm of more believability, and then took it to absurdity, which, knowing I just said that involving these films is probably already discredits everything I say now. But it just felt like it was a little bit more like real world when we're talking about the Necronomicon in in the woods in Detroit or in Michigan or wherever we're supposed to be, and unleashing an ancient ghost or evil spirits or demon or whatnot, to then him going thrown back in time to the 1500s or something. I don't even remember exactly where he's supposed to be. If it doesn't say, this is the Dark Ages of England in the '73 Oldsmobile. And then, fighting like a skeleton version of himself or whatever. And I don't know. I just never. I actually seen this on the big screen in 35 millimeter years ago, along with Evil Dead 2, and that experience was cool. I will say I was, of course, but it was the ambiance and the nostalgia wrapped up in it with a fan base that like was in love with the film, so they really put it over for me. Excuse me. But overall, it was like I just every time I go back and revisit, I think, okay, I'm not going to be underwhelmed. I was just watching it at like not a good time in my viewing life or whatever. It's actually a really good movie. Let me give it another chance. And the answer is no, that is not true. It's not a good movie in my opinion. I just felt like it was very weak. I don't know. And then again, it's not really that to do with Bruce Campbell or Sam Raimi. I just don't like the story. And I think sometimes it's okay to say that. I think it's okay to say it just didn't connect with me. Maybe because I don't like Dark Age, sword and sorcerer, sword and sandal type movies. I'm not really, very few movies I can think of off the top of my head, like Beastmaster maybe. I really enjoyed, but again, that's probably more nostalgia than it is because it's a good movie. But I can't really think of too many films that I'm really like, oh man, this movie's so great. So it might have something to do with just the subject matter. But anyways, guys, so I just want to kind of leave you with that. What is your hot take on a certain movie? I like to hear. Maybe you all can do a film response or a video response, not necessarily a film response. What is a movie that you find that other people adore, love, that you are not a fan of, and maybe why? Like, it doesn't have to be super, as you can tell, well thought out, and like you don't need a flow chart and a pie graph and all that. You can just say like, hey, I've seen this movie multiple times or even once. I just didn't like it. you know, and maybe XYZ reason why. So let me know what you think below. I would love to hear your all's thoughts about this one in particular. And then do you all have a hot take? And I'm going to do, maybe like I said, more of these in the future. So until next time, guys, I appreciate you all watching. Peace out.